Cinedigm is a technology company that's focused on enabling the transition of the theatrical industry from 35mm to digital. The software group that I manage makes software that makes all of that possible. Our application development department consists of about 20 professionals of different competencies, from true application architects and programmers to business analysts, subject matter experts, QA people, technical writers. The project is a redevelopment of an application that services many areas of our business. When we were first formed about 10 years ago, we quickly developed something that met the needs of the business at that time, but the business has grown exponentially such that the application no longer meets the needs. And so IAG is helping us to understand the full scope of those needs and the full scope of the many businesses that are affected, and to make sure that the new generation system that we develop meets the requirements of both today and the business 5 or 10 years from now. We needed to develop the requirements and to document the requirements at such a level that a team other than our in-house development group could take them and create the product. I looked at probably a half a dozen other potential business partners for this project. Some of them were traditional consulting firms that do many different elements of the software development process. Others were claiming to be focused specifically on requirements gathering. I chose IAG because I felt that, based upon the conversations that I had with the IAG people, that this was their only primary area of specialization, and that was what I was looking for, somebody that could really knock it out of the park on the requirements gathering. They were able to mobilize quickly. This is a project that we needed to get off the ground right away and to keep the momentum moving. And so IAG was able to schedule their resources, get them into town, and we were able to put together 2 very productive week-long sessions with their specialists that have already begun to bear fruit. They were able to approach our project with expertise from other industries that they were able to bring to the discussion, which helped our people in turn better understand what we were trying to achieve and look at the problems that we were trying to solve from in new ways. They were very thorough. They took extensive notes, which covered the walls of our meeting room for the entire time that they were there. And they were very diligent. IAG made my job infinitely easier in that they organized the sessions. They worked very well in both a group and one-on-one sessions with diverse members of our teams that were doing different things. And they managed the scheduling process. They explained the things that they were looking for. The people that they sent had a great deal of professionalism and experience themselves, and they were a joy to work with. I can't think of anything that IAG could have done better to make those sessions more productive. It enabled our team members to think a little deeper about the business, think a little bit deeper about the questions being asked, and to explain their answers in a way that was a little bit more complete and concise, because they were explained to someone that they assumed knew nothing about the business to begin with. The ROI on this project for us is going to be driven by 2 factors. One, cost, which we're achieving by limiting the amount of time spent to gather the requirements at the level that they need to be gathered. And the second is from the fact that one of the things that we wanted to get out of this process that the IAG consultants followed up on in the process was to identify areas where we might be able to monetize some of the requirements and the development that was being done, so that we could bring new products and services to the industry. The lesson that I learned from the process and working with IAG was that we can always improve the way that we gather requirements, and we can always improve the way that we document the requirements process to create better products. Absolutely investigate the opportunities of working with a company like IAG to help them accelerate the requirements gathering process. We've been through this several times on several projects, with requirements gathering projects sometimes extending 6 months to a year. The ability to work with a company like IAG to compress that time is invaluable in keeping the momentum flowing on the project, but also to keep costs down significantly. I would certainly recommend IAG to any company that is looking to really do a deep dive on their business requirements for software development, because they were excellent.